The tusk of a woolly mammoth was found by a construction crew in Kansas. Construction chief Randy Thimesch explains what happened.
Me and my crew arrived on site, and we started digging for our water lines and our foundation. As we were digging along there and everything, we kind of stopped for a minute to level the pipe out and everything, and I kind of looked to the side there, and I told the guys, I go, man, that looks kind of suspicious. I go, that doesn't look something normal you find in the dirt. So we kind of brushed it off a little bit, and I go, well, I think that's a mammoth tooth, and my guys were like, you serious? And I go, yeah.
And he was right.
And it turned out to be a mammoth tusk, or at least a fragment of a mammoth tusk.
Dr. Laura Wilson is a paleontologist at Fort Hays State University in Kansas.
Most of the mammoths that we find within Kansas are Columbian mammoths they lived from 1.5 million years ago to between 10 and 12,000 years ago.
Dr. Wilson says the prehistoric beasts are related to our modern-day elephants.
They evolved about 5 million years ago, so right when Earth is, going through a lot of climate transitions, and then they're very well known from the Ice Age period because they were very well adapted to cold temperatures. And so, you can kind of think of a bigger, hairier elephant in a lot of senses.
Mammoths became extinct 10 to 12,000 years ago, thanks to what scientists think was a combination of climate change and hunting by humans. Now they've mostly shown up in kids' movies and apparently in south central Kansas.
We do have mammoth and other Ice Age animal material from Pratt County, so it's definitely on record that they're from these areas, but you're not finding them every day by any means. You just got to be digging at the right place at the right time. And it's a lot of happy accidents that happen when we find them.
So, wow, that don't happen to too many people, it don't seem like. So we were all pretty excited on the crew when we saw it.
The find comes on the heels of a massive trove of mammoth remains found outside of Mexico City. That boneyard may be the final resting place of over 100 mammoths, making it one of the largest repositories of mammoth remains in the world. And even though the Kansas find is dwarfed in comparison, it's still pretty cool. For one thing, Dr. Wilson says it may help ignite people's interest in paleontology.
What I always say for paleontology in general is we're the gateway drug to science. And, any time that we can get the public talking about these things and the public interested in science and scientific process, Earth's past, present, and future, I think that's a really, really important thing.
The find is also a welcome distraction from, 2020.
The kind of crazy days we're in now with everything going on. It was just kind of neat to have that happen to where it kind of took your mind off of everything that is going on in the world.
This is Inside Edition Digital.